Hey y'all, day 30, back on trail, hiked maybe like a half mile to this waterfall. We're gonna try to do 14.1 today, and it's an AMC run shelter, so we'll have to pay to camp, but they have that through hiker discount card that you can get, so we're all gonna go there and try to get that card. But man, what a beautiful spot this is. Get back with y'all. Hey y'all, so we've done about 5 miles, and we're all down there at the shelter talking, and we're all thinking about, the climb after Grafton Notch. That's gonna be, it's like a 5 mile climb, and it's a brutal climb. I can remember it from 2016. So we were gonna go to that AMC hut after climbing out Grafton Notch, but everyone's kind of thinking that climb's just going to be tough for the end of the day. And the thing is we all like taking those big climbs first thing in the morning. I know I do. Anytime I take one of those big climbs, in the morning, it's always 100 times easier than when I do it at the end of the day. I mean, 100 times. So, and that climb is brutal. And so we're really thinking about maybe just camping at Grafton Notch. And a lot of the guys too kind of are like, don't want to give their money to the AMC, which I can understand. And it's weird that they claimed a shelter here in Maine, because it's not even New Hampshire. And we're all talking, we're like, how do they just go, okay, we're going to take this shelter over and start charging? It's weird. And we don't like it. So we're thinking, just doing 10 miles today, camping at Grafton Notch, and then taking that climb in the morning, and then doing Mahoosic Arm, and then Mahoosic Notch at the end of the day, and camping there tomorrow. But anyways, I got this climb coming up. It's still a nice climb, and I'll get back with y'all and let you know for sure what's going to happen. But I'm almost positive that's where we're going to meet, at Grafton Notch, and just camp there tonight. But I'll get back with y'all. All right. Hey y'all, so I got on top of Bald Plate Junior Mountain. Bald Pate Junior, I'm not really sure exactly how you pronounce it. Check it out behind me, there's a redskin coming up. Man, that was a tough climb, straight up climb. If you look behind me, there's Loner back there. We're all just kind of like taking a breather, man. That was probably one of the toughest climbs so far besides Katahdin. And now we have a half mile to get to the other peak. So I'll get back with ya. Hey y'all, so I made it to the top of Bald Pate. It is Bald Pate, not Bald Plate Mountain, the East Peak. It's probably definitely the hardest climb so far besides Katahdin. It was just straight up like 1.8, not very long. I mean far, but it was just like straight up, definitely the hardest climb so far. But as you can see behind me, everyone's here, the whole crew's here, except for like 4 of them went ahead. And yeah, it's just unbelievably gorgeous up here. You can see behind me, I mean, and we just keep scoring perfect weather, just every view. I think the only time I was sucked in was Saddleback, but as y'all saw, like as I dipped down, it cleared up, and I still got amazing views. And that whole fog and the rain and everything kind of added a cool effect. So, I mean, we've been scoring, but if you look behind me, back there, it's the Wildcats, and then even farther back behind that is the Whites. And we have all of that to look forward to. Basically, New Hampshire is right there. I mean, we're almost done with Maine. We're going to camp at Grafton Notch, and then we'll have that climb. And then, like I said, the Mahoosic Arm, the Notch. And then soon we'll be out of Maine and in New Hampshire. It'll be bittersweet for me, but, I gotta move on to a different state if I'm going to do this thing. Yeah, but man. What? I mean, it is just absolutely gorgeous up here. Bald Pate Mountain did not disappoint at all. Oh, wow. Hey y'all. So I just made it over Pate Mountain West Peak. And now I'm going to be dropping all the way down into Grafton Notch where we're going to camp. Oop, almost tripped again. That's why I walk really slow when I vlog. um, Let me think. Yeah, so up there, I mean, Pate Mountain is amazing, amazingly beautiful. You saw the footage. I don't really have to talk about it too much. But man, I'm gonna miss Maine. I know I will. The one thing I notice about doing YouTube videos is that I'm much more aware of my surroundings. Like my eyes always looking out for that perfect shot, that perfect frame. And so I notice I'm just always looking around and noticing the beauty in everything a lot more than I did in 2016. And it's kind of a weird thing about YouTube, and at least for me, that I've realized that I am seeing the beauty and seeing my surroundings a lot more than when I did 2016 when I wasn't vlogging. So I just think that's really interesting. I notice I'm always just looking around, just like observing everything, looking behind me. It's just, and while I'm doing that, I'm just like, in awe, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to set up the shot. And that's why, like, when I go over beautiful areas and great sections of the trail, my videos are about like 20 minutes, sometimes 25 minutes. And it's just because there's so much beauty. Trust me, I edit so much out of my videos. But I mean, I know some people think that's long, but some sections I just got to show that much. And there's a lot more I would love to show. Trust me, I just edit a lot, but I just, it's just too much beauty to show. So the videos are a little bit longer. I'm sure like when I get in the mid-Atlantic states, they're going to be not as long because I'm not going to have as much to show. And, but for now, especially going through the wildcats and the whites, my videos are probably going to be kind of long. And there's nothing I can really do about it. But that's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna put the camera up because this drop is getting really steep going down. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all soon. All right, y'all, this is where we're calling home tonight. It's just north of the parking at Grafton Notch. And we have a tent back there, bunch of hiker trash back there, tent, a couple more tents. Hey y'all, so today as you saw the footage, we're camped out just north of the parking area at Grafton Notch. And it's a little loud, you can hear the cars going by, but that's one of the drawbacks of parking next to a road. But we wanted to wait and do that climb out of Grafton Notch first thing in the morning. We all agreed the climbs are way easier first thing in the morning, so we're just camping here. So you can hear the cars. Even though we only did a little over 10 miles, it was a brutal day. Probably the second toughest since doing Avery in the Bigelows. But so we went up all the Pate mountain peaks, and I mean, it was beautiful. The weather was perfect. I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous. You saw the footage. But it was rough. And then coming down that last like 3 miles or so, man, I could feel my knees at the end. But yeah, so I mean, I'm beat. I'm ready to just get some sleep and recuperate and get ready for a big day tomorrow, because we have that huge climb. Then we have the Mahusik Arm and then the Mahusik Notch to do tomorrow. It's gonna be a huge day. Yeah, and then we'll be out in Maine soon. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here, and until the morning, I'll get back with you.